You know, it's interesting, Lee. Okay, you mentioned First Taste because this album just has just a fresh veneer to it. It's almost as if it's a live record.
Oh,
You
that's
know,
nice to hear.
it bounces off the grooves, and there is something to be said about recording first takes. I'm sure you both have been in sessions where the artist does 40 takes, and then you wind up going back to the first one.
Right.
Yeah.
The first one has there's that little edge of, of its newness that after a while, although there's great stuff to be said for getting really, really familiar and grooving together, but there's that sort of adrenaline rush from the first take, Yeah.
There's a abandon that happens with first takes that you haven't started thinking yet.
Right.
Exactly. And of course, you could punch in.
Boy, I'll tell you, I hate that so much. It's like the current state of technology, and I'm saying current, but 20 years
Right.
of things. You're working on a project and you play like this great chorus, and then they go, "Oh yeah, we'll just cut and paste that into the next chorus. It's great." And I go, "No, second chorus has to evolve. Something has to change." But people getting used to like piecemealing things together, get a good verse, and then we'll do that, and maybe we'll.
Well, I didn't mean it from that perspective. I meant it more that the first take, you have this great take, but there's just something there. Can I just fix that? That's what I meant by punching it.
Absolutely, yeah. To go back in and save a great take for a little nugget somewhere that needs to
Exactly.
Right.
the bass part,
Right. Well, yeah, I think it really feels good to have the whole band in the building, so that you're communicating, between takes and between songs but everybody's in the room. It's like, it just just feels much more, to me, cohesive and richer, it may be that I just like being in the room with all the players, but
right. You're absolutely right.
But you know that if all of a sudden you go, wait a minute, we could just change this here, this and that, and then everybody's on. You can't go. You don't have to go back to the drummer and say, how about this feel? Or, it's just there's something really organic about it, and maybe that's what feels live, is just the fact that we were in the room together.
So let's talk about some of the tracks. He Caught the Katy. Whose idea was it to do He Caught the Katy?
Peter Asher's.
Of course.
I love that song, but he's the one who brought it up. I mean, I have never sung it live. I've played it a jillion times on my turntable, back in the days, but I hadn't ever sung it on a show. And but man, he had that with Lee on the bass there. They had that thing swinging. And
you had the Duck Dunn. You had your Duck Dunn moment there, Lee.
Absolutely, boy. Anytime you can venture into like the Duck Dunn, David Hood, any of those guys, it's like you kind of feel a little bit like you're kind of intruding into this sacred turf. It's a fun.
And it's a fun song. It's fun to sing live too.
Yes.
Yeah. We had that on the set. It's fun. Yeah.
That's your rhythm and blues, your roots, and also Crystal Blue Persuasion.
That was my idea.
Okay.
And I had met Tommy. I love Tommy James. He's an extraordinary talent and a great guy, sweet as can be. Anyway, I met him a few years ago, and we became somewhat friendly, a little bit, and then I got invited to sing with him on this concert they were doing. He was doing to celebrate his 50 years in the music business.
Mm-hmm.
And my friend Nick, I told him I was going to be, I was invited to sing, and he said, well, think about Crystal Blue Persuasion. I said, all right. So I learned the tune, and I got a chance to sing it with Tommy on the show. And you know who else was singing with us? The Cowsills.
Oh wow! Okay.
Oh, yeah.
They are fabulous, and they're great friends of Tommy's, and so we sang Crystal Blue Persuasion. Well, I decided it's a fun song to sing. I'm going to put it in the show, so I put it in my set. And every time I do the song, people come up and go, "Oh my God, I can't believe you sang Crystal Blue Persuasion. It was my favorite song." It's like people really remember that tune, and And, you know, I thought it was really appropriate for today.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Very timely.
It is timely. And,
Yeah.
you know, the time is good. If not now, when?